This is really exciting for me because I haven't run across anything like this on YouTube as far as making a low-high switch with only one electronic component. And of course that one electronic component is the 1 amp diode IN4007. I want to show you one only for the reason that this is the only way I could figure out how to understand the direction until I got to using these. And the first thing I thought to myself, well, there's a gray band at the bottom, and if that was a can or a bottle of water, it's holding the volume of liquid in there without rolling out the bottom. So it's a container, it's forcing it back, and that's the way I looked at the diode. I don't know, maybe you can have your own way of doing that. A single pole double throw switch, if I'm not mistaken. So if the switch is this way, then of course these two contacts here on the left and middle create a circuit. If the switch is in that position, then the one on the right and middle create a circuit. Now from the positive battery, I put my diode in line with the wire to the right portion of the switch, and then to the center it goes to my light source. And then of course on the left switch I ran another wire from the positive terminal coming in right in front of the diode. So this circuit is like no resistance, but this circuit is resistance, and that resistance is on the average about a half a volt. I don't know the specific volt, but nonetheless half a volt's going to make a difference on the brightness of the LED. And then of course again when it's over here, that'll be full brightness. So let me pop in a battery. And this of course is kind of the schematic that I came up with, for lack of, designing it, drawing it professionally, which I probably couldn't do anyway. But then of course this is the power coming from the battery through the diode, making and completing the circuit to the light. And then flipped over here, these two contacts being in position, the electricity will automatically flow up, over, and down to the load. Seems pretty basic, but it took me a while to figure it out. I mean, basically I figured that out on my own, and to use just one piece of electronic diode, I just couldn't believe it'd be so simple. So yeah, let's do that. Battery in. I'd say that's low, and that's high. So you see what I'm talking about? Low, high. And that's how you make a two-way light switch out of a single electronic component. This just blew me away. And then of course this is... Oh, I might have a little solder point. I have to... Or is it... Oh, it was the button. Never mind, everything's good. Okay. Alright, that's very simple but a very usable idea. And I hope you learned something. I know I did.